Oh. Hey, Biscuit. Can you hear me? Hey, Biscuit, can you hear me? I just went live, so I'm waiting for the uh TV to come in so I can see the live. Oh, there you go. And see the angles. How you doing today? How is work going? Are you at work already? Okay, let's see. Can you see my hands? Let me see if I can move this so it can be in the frame. Hey, Tether. Hey, Lady Luck Nails. How are you guys? You at work? Thank you for joining me. Yes, you can see. Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies. So the votes are in. Give me 1 second. Let me grab another light here and shut my door. All right. So the votes are in. And yes, Tether, you made it. Hey, Katie Cat Nails, how are you, love? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are checking in from. Hey, Jalen the Grinch, how are you? All right. I'm sending your packages. You good, Tether, whenever you can. It's no big deal. I'll send you, I'll message you my mailing address. Hey, Flawlessly Unique Nails, how are you? Flawlessly, is this, they say, Cheddar? Is that your name, Cheddar? Hey, RX Nails, how are you? I've seen you throughout the, hey, it's not Molly. I've seen you throughout the community, and so I think that's what they call you, Cheddar. Okay. All right, guys, so the votes are in, and we are working with forms. I'm blessed. You got it right. You got it right. Cheddar makes it better. You right. All right, so the votes are in, and the votes is forms on Polygel. So we're going to be working with these forms today. I'm going to try these forms. We're going to test them out. If not, we can move on to a paper form. Thanks, RX Nails. Thank you. We're going to try these forms today because they say better with gel products, any type of gel products, because it can penetrate through, the lamp. So we're going to go ahead and work with these forms today. I'm going to grab some Polygel here. I'm going to give a few more people a chance to come in if they come in. I know you guys, time is valuable and important, and it's valuable to me and it's important to me, so we're not going to hold it up. Let me grab I should have had everything set up. Guys, I'm running so far behind. I try to keep these lives at the same time every time, but sometimes life get in the way, and we just not able to do everything that we want to do in the timely manner that we want to do that. So, yeah. No problem, Mariah. I know you be working, lady. I appreciate it. Yes, life get in the way, and sometimes it just push us back to what we want to do, we don't always get to do right away. Alright, so I'm going to work. What I'm going to do, I'm actually doing two things in this live today. Because the votes are in and I did read the comments, there are some that want to see polygel with tips. And the count or the vote was 36% beat out the what medium encapsulate best to use forms with polygel. And we're going to try this happy gel from Couture today. Let me grab my little jar here and put some alcohol in here. Hey Isms. Hey Cindy. You still in the Philippines, Josie, right? How are you? Are you getting any rest? Are you sleeping? You acclimated to the time yet? Okay, so we're going to do both. Hey, Bramble, how are you? Welcome. Oh, sweetheart, I hope you get some rest when you get back. Get your schedule back on track. So, you working now. Oh, what's the time over there? Okay, so we are going to get a little alcohol out. If we need more, we'll get more. I'm going to grab my gel brush. I like to work, actually, my acrylic brush I like to work with. You good, Cindy? You are good. Have a blessed day, sweetheart. So I'm going to use an acrylic brush. I'm using number 12. And I learned this little trick from Pressed by Deja here on YouTube. Guys, if you have not checked out her channel, go over and check her out. She does amazing polygel work. And she used the acrylic brush to lay her polygel. And oh my goodness, it's a game changer. Okay, now I need two more. I'm going to do two nails with tips, and I'm going to do nails with form. So we're going to start out with the thumb and do the form so we don't hold this process up any longer. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and put a peel off on my nails just in case. I'm going to use my UNT this time because the last time when I used the Macart, it don't pop off right away. I don't know why, but my hands just do not want to cooperate. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the UNT here, and it's a ready for takeoff peelable base coat. Okay, and I'm going to try my best to stay in frame. Let me get my little point that my good sis, well, I can't put too much in the camera. So we're going to, if I'm right here, I should be good. Okay. So I have the light in front of me, and I just have to make sure I keep everything out of the, penetrating out the lamp. That's the one I use, the UNT. Yes, the UNT is good. Now this does work right away. It pops off the nails right away, and you don't have to put it under the lamp or anything. So y'all can see a film on my natural nails. So I'm trying to protect my natural nails by putting a builder in the bottle. And it's just clear. So this is just my natural nail underneath this clear. But I just need to protect my natural nails. Since I'm doing these how-to lives and content and all of that, my nails is just taking a beating. And yeah, y'all, if you know, you know, content creating can sometimes put a beating on your nails, your natural nails, from all of the popping off and not doing a proper prep and all of that stuff because we don't want the nails to last. Hey, Lena, Lena. How are you, my love? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. Yes, it sure can. Yes. And so I had to go ahead and put a builder in a bottle on my natural nails on both my hands, and that's how I'm going to work from now on. I'll just apply any application over it, so I am not killing and destroying the keratin in my natural nail plate, just because when you doing that over and over, you know, even though the peel off method's supposed to work, I feel like for me it still is taking small tiny layers of my natural nail plate off, and I'm learning real fast that I need to keep it protected. So yeah, I am doing wonderful. I'm running late today. I do apologize, guys. Child, if y'all know, y'all know. And I didn't sleep all that well last night. Me and my husband watching some crazy movie. And child, I can't. I said, come on now, Bruton. You gonna put that crazy movie on me? So let me, this don't have a perforated line on these forms. I don't know where I got these forms. I think I won them in a giveaway, to be honest. Child, I don't want so much stuff in giveaways, and I can't remember where nothing come from. And don't remember what giveaway I won it in. So this form here says it's competitive edge, double thick nail form. Now these see-through forms, I'm not seeing many content creators using them. But I'm going to use it today. We're going to test it out, and I'm going to see how they apply, and I'm going to be the guinea pig for you guys, okay? So yeah, let me grab some base coat to put on my nails because, of course, gel needs something to adhere to. So let me find a base coat that I can use to put on top of the peel off. That way, and that's probably why, I don't know, that probably might be why I'm not getting a proper peel off, but even when I use the UNT, it works well with the peel off. So let's, I'm going to take some of this young nails that I got in my drawer, and I keep all the ones that I'm about to be throwing the bottles away. You know, I'm getting that last little drop. I keep those in this little drawer over here. So I just look for, I can go through some base coat. Can any of you guys relate? You doing your nails, Lena? What you doing to your nail? I need to do an Easter set. Easter came so quickly. Easter came so fast. I mean, it seemed like we were just doing the St. Patty's Day nails, and now it's time to put some bunny rabbits on my nail. And I haven't did anything, as y'all can see. And in the next couple days, I am booked and busy. I have clients the next 3 days, so I don't know if I'm going to even have any nails on. We might not be doing anything. I might have to just polish my natural nails with some cute pink and blue and yellow and make it look Easterly. Okay. Can't wait to see it. Guys, most of the ladies in this chat has a channel, if not all of them. So make sure we are following one another and supporting one another, help each other on our ever-growing journey. Because that's what we do. We are content creators. That's what we do. Alright, so I'm going to pop this hand in the light. Give me 1 second. Let me put this back. And I'm going to be using my eye gel beauty lamp today. So pop this in the light. Let's see. Let me catch up. I just not want to do nails for what I've been going through, but I'll get there. Oh, Grandma, I'm so sorry. Whatever you going through, we praying that it all works out for you. Yes, booked and busy. Yes, booked and busy is right. I have clients today and tomorrow. Yes, yes. Don't we love the clientele? Don't we love our clients? Giving us a reason to just do nails. Yes, prayers up, lifted up for you, Bramble. I think this 2024, it came in. We all expecting a good year because we always speak on, what we want. We speak out loud the things we want, and 2024 kind of hit a lot of us like a ton of bricks. It came in and it didn't. It hadn't been favorable, is what I want to say. It hadn't been favorable. We have taken some loss in my family, and some illnesses and sicknesses has occurred and arisen. And I caught COVID this year for the first time in my life, and it's just been crazy. And we only in the month of March. We almost in April. So yeah, we all need to stay lifted in prayer. There's a lot going on in the world. So prayer changes things, and it's the medicine we all need. So yep. Yeah, Josie. It's trying to take us down, but we're not gonna let it. Because with every situation, some good gonna come out of it. All you got to do is stay prayerful, faithful, and hopeful. Some good will come out of it. I'm positive. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start with these forms. I'm not gonna waste any more of you guys' time. So I'm going to do the same thing I would do with any other form, even though this is more plastic, and so it's gonna take a lot more strength for me to get these. Well, not that much strength. I'm not that weak. Just so you guys know, I'm not that weak. I'm not that weak. Hey, Erica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you here. Oh, no. Cheddar. Ooh. That's okay, Lena. I'm asleep, so who knows what sense I'm making. Oh, you making good sense, Josie. We know, though, when you sleep deprived, I'm telling you right now, honey, when that sleep do hit you, it's going to be a few days before you get yourself together, because it's going to take you down. You can't be without sleep. All right, so I got a lot of nail on my thumbnail, and that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to go ahead and put this little marker here on the back end, because I don't really need it to and the only thing about these is feel like using these, all of that sticky and tacky might get oily, and they don't perform the way you want it to seal. Your hands be oily because the skin, the hands get oily within 30 minutes after you prime it. So if you haven't got these on within the 30 minutes, you have to dehydrate and prime again. All right, come on, form. And the plastic is giving me trouble. So let's see here if I can make these work. I told y'all I'm going to be your guinea pig today with these. Okay. A lot of people don't use these, and I see now why. Alright. So now we got the form under there. So I'm going to rock this form up and secure it under here to make sure that it's underneath between my hyponichium and my free edge is secure. Okay. Let's see. This shifted, seem like Let's just take this out. I don't need it really. So let's take it and do this. Okay. So now, I might have to get another form, guys. I don't know how well this is going to perform. And if I don't see any questions and it's something you really, really want to know and my mods can't help you out with the answer, which I'm sure they can, go ahead and drop that comment again. Because when I got my head down trying to show you guys what I'm doing, I don't really see everything. Okay, so now we got it. All right, so you want to have the form on, and if you guys have been here with me before when we did forms with acrylic, it's the same method, okay? So you want to make sure that the form is secure underneath this, the nail. So the nail and the hyponichium, secure, okay? So now you're going to rock the form up to secure it, and you're going to feel a little bit of pressure underneath your nail plate, but that's okay. You want to feel the pressure, okay? So you can go ahead and close off that end, but now you're going to pinch down here to secure the form, and whatever shape you're going for, you just keep pressing this out. So I'm going for more of a square, I guess, or I don't know. I'm just going for a short nail, or really we just practicing. So whatever shape I get is what I'm going to do. But most of the time I'm going for square or coffin. I don't know. One day I might do stiletto. I'm not sure. But yeah. So anyway, so this form is secure underneath the fingers, and you want to press it here. You want to press underneath and seal this in, because the more you seal that in, the more secure that form is. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm still keep the shape that I want. But you definitely want to make sure you have the guides for your side walls available. So you want to make sure it's centered. The guides, you can see the guides, the marker for the guides, centered down the nail. Alright. So now we're going to start, because I'm not doing any other prep. But at this time, if you was doing proper prep on your nails, you already dehydrated your nails, you're going to go ahead and put the primer on your nails. You don't want to put the primer till after you secure the form. Okay? Because you see how much it took for me to get the form on. Sometimes if you using new forms, or you've never used forms before, it might take you a while to get the form on, and then you be touching all over your hands, okay? So, yeah, I'm trying to look up every so often. I'll be back the 4th E. Oh, you'll be back on April 4th. Okay. Long square is my favorite, but I've been stepping out of my comfort zone. All right, Tether. How you doing, Alicia? How are you? Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys. So, now that we have the form on, and you have to keep, some forms you have to play with. You have to keep playing with it until you start doing the work on the form. Okay? But since this is polygel, and this is a clear form, I've never used these forms before. This is the first time. I'm going to be using Max's Happy Gel, which I believe they said his Happy Gel is a form of his polygel. Hi, J-Lo and Ari. How are you guys? Your mom is doing your nails? Amazing. Amazing. I just did my daughter nails on live on Sunday night. Let's see here. Okay. Alright. So let's get some polygel out this tube here. And I like to work with a more thicker consistency when it comes to polygel. Because I like that I can maneuver the polygel. But I'm going to start this polygel application off the same way I start off my acrylic application with forms. Okay? So I'm going to start at the free edge. I'm going to drop some polygel here. And as you can see, I got a little bit of air from the Polygel. So I'm going to work with this bead here. I'm going to go ahead and stick the brush in the alcohol. And I'm using a 71% alcohol this time. Usually I use 91%, but I'm using 70%. So I'm going to take some of that alcohol off the brush. And yes, I'm using an acrylic brush. And it's number 12. And I'm going to go ahead and start to mold out here at the free edge of the nail. And I'm going to take some of that Polygel and pull it back onto the nail. But what I'm working on now is just setting the foundation of this nail by connecting my free edge and that form. Okay. Hey Diane, how are you? Got her link. Okay. Alright. And that's the good thing I like about Polygel is it doesn't dry on you. It doesn't do anything until you cure it. So you have plenty of time to work with it. Okay? You have plenty of time to work with your Polygel. So you want to make sure that the side walls are good. The shape is how you want it. You have plenty of time to mold it and get it into place. Whatever nail shape you're going for, you can shape it on the form as best you can. But remember, you're going to do in your filing and all of that stuff. So don't feel pressure to, if it's not exactly how you want it. Because remember, you're going to be shaping the Polygel and cleaning it up. A lot of people like to get it perfect. So, the more perfect you get the product, the less you have to play with it. I mean, the less you have to file it. What am I talking about? Play with it. The less you the less you have to shape and file at the end. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I like this. I'm going to leave it alone. This white gel is very, very nice. It works very, very nice. And I've been on this Polygel kick lately. So, yeah, I'm liking the consistency of this. Okay? It's very, very nice. Oh, I will make sure he gets up for you. He gets that up for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the light for the 60 seconds. I'm talking too much and my light keep wanting to power down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead when you're working with Polygel, when you get the Polygel to the nice consistency, the first bead you want to make sure after you mold it. Hi Kayla, how are you? After you mold it and after you get it how you want it, with the first bead you want to cure it. Now, I remember when I first started on my journey, I used to think, oh, I have to get the nail right and I have to do all the Polygel I need to do in order to, build up the nail. And I kept wondering why it's not working out for me. Why is it so sticky? Why is it, why am I not liking and enjoying this process? And then I found out and realized you need to cure in between. So, don't be afraid to cure in between, because it's just like working with any other gel product. When you get it to the place that you like it, go ahead and cure it, get it hard, and then go over and, do more. Is what I want to say. Add more where you need to add more at. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. And you have to keep pressing the form, just like with most forms that don't stick well. You got to go in and keep doing what you do. Alright, so let's get some more Polygel. Make sure I'm in the camera angle for you guys. Okay. So now I either want to extend it a little bit, or I want to do my cuticle bead. So I'm thinking, do I want to extend it? No, I'm not going to extend it. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to just add that cuticle bead. But this is when you have the ability and the option to say, hey, what I want to do. You know, do I want to extend the nail? Do I want to? So if I was going to extend the nail, I'm going to add a little bit more product here. And I'm going to work here and work on the free edge of the nail. But I don't want to extend the nail, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the bead back here near the cuticle and go ahead and finish off the nail. And this is going to help me with the process. Now with any color acrylics, color polygels, you don't have to build the nail completely up or build your apex completely up with your color. You use your clear to build up, because your clear have a better solid consistency. Your color gels, polygels, and things like that is not going to, what I want to say, you want more structure. It's not going to give you a good strength in the nail because of the color powder or the color pigment. So, yeah, you want to use your clear to build up your apex. So we're just going to go in and fill in the space here. And I'm not going to use any clear today. I'm just really is just about using nail forms. So I'm going to play around with just this polygel itself, okay? And you don't want to have a lot of alcohol on your brush. That's why I keep dabbing my brush on this paper towel that's beside me. Because the alcohol can cause flooding in the cuticle area, which can cause lifting later on in the enhancement, okay? But I like his polygel. It's kind of really a thicker consistency than some, and it maneuvers very, very well. So I only think I got one of those in my scoops. And I haven't been back since I got the first scoop to get any more scoops. So, yeah. I wish I would have and got more of this polygel, but it's okay. I don't use white like that. So. And today I don't know why I wanted to use white. But this is why I don't use white. You see that? It get dirty. White, anything get dirty. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to try to mold and clean up where I put that little spot at to clean out that that I don't know what that was. It must have picked up from the brush or picked up from the paper towel. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm going to make sure I'm cleaning up this free edge here. And if you can see from the polygel that was already laid down, it's already have molded into the side walls and built that area. So all I'm doing is just kind of moving and spreading out this polygel to make it even across the nail. Okay. And this one looks like it's going to be a little thick, but, you know, we always got the filing and shaping and all of that good stuff to do, so don't let that stress you out either. I never let nothing stress me out. My application some days can be flawless, and some days my application can be horrible, but I never worry about it because I know that I can fix it in shaping and filing. Hey, Heaven, how are you? What a beautiful name. So, yes, guys, if you all can hit that like button, and if you don't know how or where the like button is located in these vertical lives, if you look to the right-hand corner of your device, there is 3 dots above you, go ahead and hit those 3 dots, and that'll drop a window down, and you can hit the like button there. Thank you so much. I would appreciate it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stick this in the light after I got it how I want it. And we're going to cure it. Okay. So did this first nail help you a little bit? Show you, you know, that if you already using forms, that you don't have to do anything any different from how you do it with acrylic or a builder, or however you use your forms. What is it that you would like to see differently on the next form? Do I need to slow down something on the next form? So yeah, please let me know. Hello, Pure. How are you? Hi, Kyle. It's pronounced that. Hey, Kyle. That. Hello, Addie. How are you? Okay, so I'm letting that cure for 60 seconds, and then we are going to remove the file, and I'm going to test this file. So I'm going to see if, because I am using my Agile Beauty lamp, it has a mirror bottom. So I'm going to see how these forms worked out, because you know they clear forms, so it should have penetrated through. Usually if you use a regular nail form, it's still gonna have that tacky layer underneath, right? Forms hurt on some of my nails because I have a high hyponichium. Okay, I'll show you about the high hyponichium here on the next one. And thanks for pronouncing my name right. Okay. Alright, so let's test it. So I would say the form penetrated and cured the underside of the nail, but I still will put it in the light for another. What's your first language? It seems to be affected. Your English, just curious. Are you talking to me, Kyle? My first language is English, just so you know. That is my first language. And how do you pronounce your name? It's not affecting my English. My first language is not affecting my English, if that's what you're saying. I am from the South. I don't know if you know anything about the South, but I have a Southern drawl. It either can be cow or I don't know how else to say it. Okay, so I'm turning my hand to the underside of this nail. Oh, thank you, Biscuit. I appreciate it. Okay. Thanks to my mods. I appreciate you ladies so very much. You know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Yes, I don't need people distracting me. There's nothing wrong with my language. I'm sure you can understand me very well. Yeah. Move on. Okay. All right. So, let's hit this nail. So, as you can see, the nail is cured right away. Thanks, ladies. I appreciate all of you guys. I love my twang too, Lena. My southern twang. Okay, so the nail is nicely cured, and you have your cuticle area is clean, and the free edge or the C curve in the nail is nice. So you have your C curve in the nail. So yeah, Very, very nice nail structure. Let me grab something here and show you guys. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys this right quick. So, when you want to see the structure of that nail and how it came out, just going to file the free edge, and then you can see how good that structure came out on the nail. So you have your C-curve here, very, very nice structure. You will file here and clean up your side walls here, and get that sharpened and straight how you like it. And I know I didn't wipe off the nails, guys, so the kind of the stickiest, but these are old files that I just use on myself and my practice hands, so I'm not worried about it. I'll toss it anyway, so no worries. Let's see here. I want to grab something. I changed my desk around, so if I look like I'm a little lost on my desk, it's because I am. Have you guys ever changed around your workspace and then you like, okay, that used to be there, now it's not there no more, where did I put it, where did I put it? I do that a lot. I do that a lot, absolutely. I do that a lot. And so I changed up my work area, because I have a video coming shortly to you guys on some new storage items, and I had to change up my desk for those storage items, and so yeah. I'm kind of lost right now, like where's my stuff at? So I'm looking for my lint-free wipes, but I don't want to hold up the live by looking around my desk, so I just grab a paper towel. Alright, so that nail, besides the filing and shaping on the top, the sides of the nail and the free edge of the nail looks absolutely amazing. Okay, so now I have one of you were talking about the high hyponichium. Erica, my mod, my sis. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys what I would do with the high hyponichium. Okay, so we're going to do it with, we'll do it on my middle finger, because I kind of got a high hyponichium on my middle finger, okay? Everything but you knew when organized. Right, after I get acclimated. Is that the word? That's the word. So after I get acclimated to my space again, because I do this a lot. To laugh at myself. Oh God, I do this a lot. I change my desk around a lot. I do change my nail area around a lot. When I get acclimated to this new setup, then I'll know where everything is at. Oh God, Jeannie Bruton. Child, girl. No, what I'm going to do about myself. Okay. Alright, so you don't need this. If you got a high hyponichium, you won't need this at all. So that tab, you can just put it to the side somewhere, because you will not need that tab. Now, let me grab something right quick, guys. Gonna pop right off. Watch. I was being too rough in my drawer. Oh wait. That goes there. Ooh, can't show y'all that drawer. That miscellaneous drawer is rough. Okay. The life of a nail tech. Got that right. Alright, so I got these because when I was in nail school, my nail instructor, she said, grab you a hole puncher. And you can get it from any Dollar Tree, any dollar store, anywhere where you find school supplies. And of course, if you have any children, you can find it in a book bag if you purchased it. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what you can do with that hole puncher if you have a high hyponichium, okay? I don't know why I don't keep a trash can on my desk. Because let me grab the trash can. Alright, so if you have a high hyponichium, you're just going to take from where the 1 is at on your marker. Let me show you. So, I don't know if you guys can see because this is so clear. Right? So where the 1 is at on your marker, right? You want to take that hole puncher and punch in the center and create yourself a little divot. Now you can do this with your scissors. You can do this with your tweezers. Not tweezers, but your nippers, cuticle nippers. If that space is not big enough for you, all you have to do is to take the hole puncher and make the space a little bit wider. If you have a wide nail, wide nails, or have a larger nail bed, you can just punch that hole puncher, however many times you need to in order to get that opening. Okay? So now you see you have that opening there for your high hyponichium. Okay? So now I'm just going to take this little tabby here, and because I have nowhere to place this, I always just place it up there. And that way it helps in the crease of this form. Okay? So now I'm going to open up the grooves. If you roll it, you can roll it however you do it to loosen it up. Loosen up your form. Okay? And I'm going to take those wings on the tip here, and I'm going to close those wings off. So I want them wings to be lined up together, as you can see, right? I want those wings to be lined up together, okay? So now I'm going to take it where I have the high hyponichium. And if you are the person with the high hyponichium, now when you have that extra space that you needed, and if you see that part there, so you want to take this off. You want to take your scissors and you want to trim that extra piece because you want the marker to line up, okay? You want to make sure your free edge, your side walls, and everything have the room that it needs. So what are you doing is manipulating the form to make it fit what you want it to fit and how you want it to fit, okay? You don't have to take the little tabs and pieces off. You just can cut it. If you cut it, and it's still going to spread and do the same thing, even if you cut it and not remove that little piece I just removed, okay? So, hey Jamie, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. I can't really, here in the chat. I thought something happened. Y'all guys have to let me know, because if I don't look up, I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Alright, so here we go playing with this form again. These little forms, I tell you, they not something I'll go to right away, but we're going to do it because it's good for gel. Alright, so I said I'm going to try this with my middle finger. at myself. Okay, so now say I have the high hyponichium here, right? So now I got the form underneath, and if you have a high hyponichium and you do this, what that is doing when you release and open up that area is it's just releasing the pressure that's gonna come from this nail form had you put it on the finger without creating you an opening. Okay, so you are going to release that pressure. You're going to go ahead and seal in your form, okay? So now and it's kind of crooked, as you can see. I'm crooked, but we're going to go ahead and go with it. All right, because I can see the line is crooked, but we're going to go ahead and go with it. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and press this in. So when you put the pressure on the points here, you're going to have that relief. Now, I want the person with the I want you ladies with high hyponichiums to put on a nail form without doing the opening. And then I want you to take that nail form off, and then I want you to put on the next nail form that you created with the opening. And you'll see how much pressure how much more better that form feel underneath your hyponichium, because those forms are paper forms or plastic forms, and that area can be so uncomfortable for someone with a high hyponichium. So I do have my clients, they do have high hyponichiums, 2 of my clients, and I have did this method on them because I had to repair a nail for them. And instead of using the tips to do all of that work, we just use the form. And they don't feel that uncomfortableness that come with using a nail form when you put on a regular form and you are a person who suffers from high hyponichium. Okay, and if you guys are here, and I know most of you ladies that's here are content creators, and you done heard this time and time again, and you already know what I'm talking about. Some of you already went to school. Some of you know all of this information. But if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say high hyponichium, this area underneath your free edge is your hyponichium. This is your epinichium. This is your hyponichium. So your hyponichium is a part that protects any germs or any bacteria from getting underneath into this part of your nail. So if you have a high hyponichium, never try to trim it or remove it of any sort, because that's your protection to keep any bacteria or disease or anything from getting into that nail plate. This is your epinichium. Your epinichium is what we in the nail industry say cuticle, but it's not the cuticle, it's your epinichium. You never want to trim the live tissue from the epinichium area, because that prevents bacteria from getting here past your proximal nail fold, which is that on my hands is that dark area that I see around my nail bed. Okay, so that's that. So I think we had a little bit of school today. Okay, so we're going to go in now and we're going to mold with this polygel. You know what? I want to change out the polygel because I don't really like this white. I like the white, but I don't like. I know now why I don't use white. It just don't look good on my hands. So let's change out the polygel. We're going to go with this Goy, and my good sis I Am Biscuit turned me on to this polygel, and it's on Amazon, and it's amazing. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. And I have not even used this one, so hey, y'all get to see it, and I get to see it being used for the first time. I have another one. I thought I had grabbed the one I had already done open, but I didn't. I like to get anything. Y'all know how I am about my nudes. If you've been following me for a minute, you already know what I say about nude polygels, nude acrylics, nude anything. Okay? I like school. So I shouldn't foul the... No, Erica, never foul your high hyponichium. If you have a high hyponichium... Let's go back to school here just a little bit. If you have a high hyponichium, guys, you need to leave at least one... When you clipping your nails down, you need to leave your nails at least, it say what, a half an inch or half an inch of extra. Hey, Jonna, how are you, love? Can't stay long. You all right, love? I understand. I appreciate you popping in. So here, you want to at least leave half an inch of your nail. You want, when you have a high hyponichium or you servicing a client with a high hyponichium, before you go to cut, or let me not say cut, before you go to trim their nails with a nail clipper, you want to turn that nail just like this, facing the client, and so you can see underneath. And then you want to clip. You never want to just go in and clip, because I'm going to tell you, and I'm being honest with you guys, my cousin have a high hyponichium. She been my A1 day one. And in the beginning of our start together, I clipped her nails down too low. And I got that high hyponichium. Yeah. We both learned from that. I didn't realize she had a high hyponichium. I was still learning and growing on my journey and my process. And yeah, it wasn't pretty. So never trim that high hyponichium. Never foul on that high hyponichium. Try to keep your nails at a good length. And never go too far down to clip your nails. And that goes for if your client have high hyponichiums on their nail beds, then they have high hyponichiums on their toenail beds. So if you do their pedicures, look out for that as well. Okay? So, my fingers are still healing. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to do that, because that is how your body protects itself. Any callus or anything that's forming that's an excessive skin barrier, that is the body protecting that area. Of course, we want to clean up a callus or trim it down, or we want to, foul on it a little bit, but that's why calluses form on feet and things like that, because those are protective barriers for that area. It's getting overworked, and when that area become overworked, it starts to form a callus. So for you ladies who have high hyponichiums, please do not trim on those high hyponichiums and all of that good stuff, because yeah, you can cause severe damage to your natural nail. Okay, so I'm going to take this part of this off so I can get a good application here. So now I'm going to go in, after we already got the form underneath that high hyponichium and we got it sealed. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the application process. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to start at the free edge of the nail where the free edge and the form meets. And I'm going to go ahead and, hey Cordy, how are you? Just on a few normal view with high, yes. And that happens because, it won't always be on every finger. But you may have one or two fingers that have a high hyponichium, and then the rest of your nails are normal. They grow normally. It's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you have extra skin that grows there. And it's just really a protection. A protective barrier. And I know you guys watch my videos, but pay attention to the definitions more. And the word definitions of the day, because I know right now the word definitions of the day don't seem like it really is about nails, but really it is. When you know the body structure and how the body performs, then you can understand why your nails do certain things. Your thumbs are worse, Jonna. What's going on with your thumbs? They got the highest hyponichium, or you have overworked them? I have to be honest with you guys. I have noticed that a lot of us on this journey, we are over filing our nails way too much, and it's starting to cause damage that we don't know that we are causing in our areas of our nails. Be careful with those e-files, not to do too much. Even when you have the enhancement on, still be careful not to overwork in that cuticle area or those side walls, because when you start doing that, you just weakening the nail bed. I love this polygel color. Isn't that polygel color gorgeous? The highest. Oh, okay. Just, it's okay that it's the worst. It's nothing wrong with that. Just be careful when, trimming or filing around that area. Be careful on that area, Jonna. Just don't, it's okay. Just don't overwork it with a form or a drill or e-file or whatever. You just don't want to break that barrier. It's okay to have it. You just got to learn how to work around it, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Hey, Cordy. Did I speak to you, Cordy? Hey, Cordy. How are you? Welcome back, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Marcy. How are you? All right. So, I love this color. So, here we are already just about with this one. Okay, Jenny. With this one bead, I just about did the whole nail. So I really don't have a lot to have to do. Just maybe put a small bead and fill in any negative space there. But I love, love, love this application. So doing let's go ahead and cure it. Doing the polygel with the nail forms is absolutely a dream too, because it depends. If you're doing your nails short with polygel, forms would be the best way to go, I think. If you are doing, but I love it with tips too, and that's what I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. We're going to do a couple nails with tips, because I think you guys can kind of see we got the hang of the forms. The forms is no different than the forms when you're using it with acrylic to polygel. It's the same difference. It's just, I think, Erica, if I'm wrong, say I'm wrong, or if I'm right, say I'm right. But did I answer your question for the high hyponichium using nail forms? And if so, we can move on from the forms. See, okay. Anything else that you guys need to know about forms before we move on to the tips? I started doing my nails, thought I had to get rid of it. No. No, Johnny, you don't have to get rid of the extra skin. Not the extra skin in your hyponichium. You want to get rid of anything dead. And anything dead means that's the cuticle. Cuticle means dead tissue on the nail plate. That is what cuticle means. Like I said before, I don't know how many of you came in after. But as I stated before, this area of the nail is your eponychium. That white stuff that builds up around the nail and all of that dead skin, that's the cuticle. Okay? Miss Jenny, I would like a complete demonstration how to put it under the nails to make. Okay, I'll do that just now. So we'll do it on this nail, and then we'll save these two nails for tips. Sometimes I get lucky and it looks good, but a lot of time it dips and I have to restart. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. All right, so that white tissue that builds up around the nail, that's the dead cuticle, guys, okay? So that's the part you want to remove. And most of the time you can remove it with your cuticle bits. And I always say, when you're doing cuticle work, try to have your drill between 5 and 8 RPM. I wouldn't want to go higher than a 5 and an 8 RPM on cuticle work, because you don't want to overwork the natural nail plate. You don't want to do too much on that, because you're still working on your natural nail. You're still around your natural nail area. So you don't want to do too much work. I noticed that when certain creators get comfortable with the nail file, they going to town. They got that nail drill hyped up on a 10 and 15 RPM doing regular cuticle work. I would say no, don't do that. When you want to jack up your drill is when you want enhancements. If you are comfortable with your drill and you want to jack that drill up, do it on enhancements. Do it on the acrylic. Do it on the polygel. Do it on the hard gel or whatever you're using when it's already hard and firm. But don't do it on your natural nail plate. 5 to 8 RPMs is better. It depends on how much power, torque you have in your drill. So if you have a drill that only goes 20 RPMs, about an 8 RPM will be good for your cuticle work. If you have a drill that's running from 30 to 35 RPMs, 5 RPMs is the best for your cuticle work. I see everybody saying, I don't go past 5. 5 is a good speed for me. Great, great, great. You want to make sure you do that. Don't overwork your drill just because you know how to. If that makes sense. Don't overwork and do things on your natural nail plate just because you are pro at it, or I've been doing this for a while and I think I got it and it's not affecting me, because eventually it's breaking down your nail plate. I need to charge my phone. My phone is on the charger. Is my phone messing up, Erica? Oh, no, not me. Okay. All right. So I'm curing the rest of this polygel underneath here. But I do like these plastic forms, even though they're not as practical. They are great for any gel enhancements because it do penetrate through the it do penetrate and cure that gel through that okay. Okay, Kelly is Lena. Okay, Lena, your phone died on you. Okay. All right. So, this looks good. Here, let's do this right quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let's clean this off and look at the free edge of this. I gotta keep up with the time. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I knocked the phone. I can't keep up with the. I gotta keep up with this time. I gotta go cook dinner. My husband got work tonight, but it's early, so I won't be starting dinner right now. But I got to. Let's see. So I'm going to, because I got this UNT on here. Any little friction gonna knock this nail right on off. Putting my food away and making chicken tostados. Oh, sounds good. Thank you, Miss Jeannie. I enjoy this. Really feels like class to me. Well, I'm glad you enjoying it. Hey, Lena Kelly Green. Somebody need to charge their phone. Okay. All right. Tell my sister I said, hey. Okay. So, here is this free edge of this nail here, and it has a very nice C curve. And once you do all the filing and everything and you get settled, you know, this not gonna always look how you want it, but you can always clean it up in filing. Okay, so just know that. All right, don't ever get too freaked out about this part. Don't get freaked out about, you know, the things that you can fix in filing. What you want to do is make sure you have a foundation, a good foundation. Hey Ellie, L. Hey L, how are you? Is that Ellie? Oh, Ellie Smelly. Okay, I don't know. All right, so that's good and nice and everything like that. And all you have to do is, oh no, get that off that light. Now that. And of course, I would have put more polygel here to fill in, because you can see it's kind of thin, but you can do that even off the forms. You don't have to do that with the form on. This is the time where you clean up the nail, add what you need to, take away what you don't want, and all of that good stuff, okay? But it's a nice structure on that nail with the polygel. And that is what we are doing here. Okay, so Jonna, I'm going to get a better form, not this form, because you want to see how to place it underneath the nail. So let me grab a paper form here. Okay. And I'm going to get the typical form that come in everything that we always get. This form here. Okay, so I'm going to take this glove off for a second, because this is what we're going to be showing. Thanks for joining the Genie family. Subscribing. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Just poking a grape with pins while watching this. That seems relaxing. If that relaxes your nerves, then poke away. Poke away. Okay. All right. So, forms. You ready, Jonna? You ready? Okay. So with the forms, most of your forms look like this, right? These here are your guides and markers. This right here, the numbers, is going to tell you what size or shape or how the length. Here is your guides and your markers where you want your sidewalls to be, so it really depends on how wide the nail is. This one is a double thick nail form. Every company sells a different type of nail form, but these are the main things that will be on your nail form, which is your length and your guide. Okay? Alright. So you always want to look at the perforated edge here on the form. And you want to make sure that the form is in the center. So this line here is going to be my center line here. Okay, so now I'm going to take this little sticky here and I'm just going to stick it on my hand just like so. Okay, and now I'm going to look for my center marker, which is this marker here. Okay, and I'm going to create a crease there, just so when I take it off, I don't lose that guide. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take the form off the backing. And I'm going to open up this perforated part of the nail form. Right. Now, a lot of people, I learned to use this marker. I don't need this marker unless I'm using it to guide if I didn't have any nails. So I'm going to put this marker just about right there, right? And it's in the center where I created that center part of my nail. So now I'm going to press these wings together. And every form have a wing at the tip. And you just want to press the wing at the tip together. Now, depends on okay, Erica. Okay, so it depends on how what form or shape you are going with, you want to make sure that you don't seal this, just a little bit of pinch on the wings before you get it on your nail. Okay, so now we're going to put it on the nail. So now you have the form. You can press it down like this. You can rock your form. You can do however you want to. Alright, happy Wednesday. Okay, I'll check. Cindy, what's going on? What do you mean you don't want no drama in this live? Okay, so here we're going to go and we are going to, okay, Jonna, you watching? So now you're going to take your nail. This is the free edge of your nail, okay? So you want to stick that form. If you guys can see, I'm just sticking the form and my nail, my finger is pointing up. The form I stuck on the nail just like so, right? Okay? Jonna? Give me a C or a yes or I got you. Alright. Okay. I'll check it. Alright, and so, here you got your form, you got the nail, and now you want to take this form and you're going to rock your form underneath the nail just like so. Okay? You're going to press these wings on the side down, and at this point you can go ahead and close the tip. Okay? Got me. Okay, good. Alright, so now you want to look, before you press down here, okay guys, before you press, you just closing this part here. Now you can, if your form is doing this right here, then you good. You got it secure, okay? But it's not secure, but you can move it with your hands, right? Alright, so now you want to look at the form. And you want to make sure that this center that you created is in the center of your nail bed. Okay? So that center you created, you want to make sure it's in the center of this nail bed. Okay? Now, once you got that, you want to make sure it's going to be snug. You're going to feel that pressure up under the hyponichium. You're going to feel the pressure. Now you want to turn the form around. You want to pinch it however you want to create that nail. So if you doing stiletto, you want to pinch it more in. If you're doing square, you want to pinch it, you know, you want to keep that square shape. So I'm doing square, as I can see. So I'm just going to keep pushing the top of the form and pressing here. So now it's secure. The form is secure to my hand. And now I can begin application. Hey, Nikki. You good, sis. I get it. Y'all notice these lives always be how you always how to do almond. So almond, you're going to press it just like you would for the stiletto. Okay? So almond, you'll press this form the same way you would do for a stiletto, and you'll just form out your nail to the shape that you want, the almond shape. So wherever you want to start rounding it at is how you would do your application. Okay, so Jonna, is that good? Did you see how to get the form underneath your free edge? Secure it under there, and now you can begin work. And you want to make sure you keep the pressure. So anytime you start to feel that pressure is not there, then you need to push that, you need to tap on that form to get it underneath this. You okay? You okay, Lena? Kinda. Okay. Maybe we have to do a call, Jonna, you and me, like a one-on-one. And that way I can show you closer up or something like that. But we'll go ahead and apply application so you can see how it does not create that gap. So I'm assuming you're saying that when you do put your forms on, sometimes you can see a gap between your free edge and the form. So that's the only way you're going to be able to prevent that gap from the free edge to the form, is to make sure it's secure underneath your hyponichium area and you have your guides to your sidewall. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now some people will keep their form like this, or you could turn your form in like that so you can lay it down on your rest. Okay, it's so to get the pressure, I push up more underneath the nail. Right, you rock it. It's a rocking motion. So when you get the form on, you're gonna rock it. That's when you're gonna feel the pressure, and now you're gonna go ahead and start to close and create the shape that you want. Okay, I want you to give it a shot and try it and see, and let me know how that work out for you. So it's a glide the form on, put the form on the finger, rock it, press it. Okay, if you're not rocking it and pressing it, you're not getting that secure. It's not to just put it on and go. You got to rock it. Okay, all right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create this nail here. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how you can do almond with any. You can sculpt this nail how you want to sculpt it and create the almond nail, even with this square form. Okay, and everybody interpret almond to be whatever way they see almond to be. So just so you know, okay, my almond might not be the almond you talking about. Alright, so I want to make sure first, before I start worrying about the shape of the nail, that I actually have my side walls and the free edge, and I don't push this product up to seal it in and create that structure or foundation for this nail plate. Okay? See, missing anything? Be right back. Hi everybody. Hey Biscuit. Hey Marcy. Okay, be right back. Okay, John. All right, so now you have and now you see I curved the tip end of the nail. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the light because it's to my liking. I like what it's looking like. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the light and cure it. Me and this light, I tell you, it go out quickly. It's going to make sure it preserve power. It's going to make sure. Okay, John, okay. Hi, everybody. Hi. Ilya? Ilya? I know I'm not saying that right. How you say your name? Aya? Ilya? Okay, so we're going to do tips on the last two nails. I'm going to show you guys who've been wanting to know how to put polygel and tips together. We're going to add a tip here, and yeah, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy your day. I appreciate all of you who have joined the live, all of you that is learning from these lives. It really does my heart. Really, it makes my heart pitter patter, fluff, and all of that good stuff, because I love to educate and I love to share the knowledge. I don't like to hold nothing in. I like to share it. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to do another bead here, and this is going to be my cuticle bead, and it's just going to give me a little bit more foundation on the nail. And if I want to or need to build anything else up on the nail, I'll do that without the form. So with the paper form, of course, it's not penetrating all the way through. So you want to make sure that you seal the cure the underside once you take the form off. Now you can remove the form at that point, because what you want is to make sure that the free edge and the form have its foundation, or you can continue on your process with the form like I'm doing. Okay, so I just created like a little almond tip here on the nail, just to show the subscriber who was asking about the almond nail. You can do it either way. You can do it and pinch the form closer together if you like the longer style, long almond, or you can do it with just like I had the form, just pinching it, you know, and keeping it in the square shape. The structure or the shape of the nail really come in how you shaping the nail, but you want to make sure you have your side walls and the foundation of the nail, okay, before worrying about the shaping and all of that good stuff, okay. Right, do you need anything? Welcome back, Erica. Welcome back, Erica. Hi, Kyra, Ray, Riyadh. Biscuit, do you need anything? I don't know. Biscuit, you know this person? Yeah, welcome to the live. Thank you so very much for coming. We are learning how to apply polygel to nail forms today. We are doing all kinds of work with forms and trying to share with the subscribers who are interested in learning about nail forms, how to apply them, and how to apply application to them. So welcome. Alright guys, so now that you have it's cured, you want to pull the form off. You want to pinch here, because I don't think I showed you guys that on the other form, because it kind of just came off. But you want to pinch down and then pull the form. You don't want to rip the forms off, because if you rip the forms off, you can cause the part that you created to just break. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and flip this, because you can tell that this needs some curing underneath. Flip the hand upside down, put it in the light. So you want to make sure it's cured from all areas. So you want to make sure you, especially when you use paper form with polygel or gel, you're definitely going to have to go back in. You're going to definitely have to go back in and cure underneath the nail plate. Okay. Yep. Pinch it, pull it down and out. Right. So you want to make sure you pinch it so it separate from the form. Whether it's acrylic or whether it's polygel or whether it's hard gel. You want to pinch the tip of that form to separate it from the nail form, and then pull down and then take it out. Okay. We're just welcome you to the live. Okay. All right. So now you have a beautiful, beautiful nail. You have a beautiful little almond nail, and all you have to do now is file and structure the nail the way you want it to be structured. So if you want it to go in a little bit more, you just file it and it go in and round off your edges and all of that good stuff. If you want a more crisper almond nail, you just round it off and all that great stuff there. Go under there, clean off your, your foul off and smooth out that area of the nail and all of that good stuff. Okay? Excuse me, guys. Let me grab some water right quick. I've been doing a lot of talking, and I need a water break. Hold on one second. Let me grab these tips while I'm grabbing me some water as well. And that's a pretty nail. It has a nice structure. Everything looks good. I love it, love it, love it. Would you possibly do a set with the forms of on acrylic and acrylic? I can do that. I'll do that as a video for you guys. No, I can do that on. We'll put it in the. We'll put it in a live, or we'll create a live and do it. It won't be a how to, but we'll create a live. We can do that. Yep, I'll do that, Diane. I'll do that, Jonna. I'll get that done for you guys. All right. Let me grab some chips here. All right. I'm sorry, guys. My throat felt so dry. So dry. Okay. All right. So let's grab some tips out of here real quickly, and let me grab my little light here, and I'm gonna just sorry guys, I'm just going to bun these with I'm just knocking everything. I'm just gonna bun these with some glue. Give me 1 second. Let me. What do I do with that? Let's see. This is Lena's John. I'm laughing at my happy finger. Oh, unfocused. Who unfocused, Teresa? How are you? You unfocused? I'm sorry. I'm not that interested. You don't have to stay. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and apply these with some glue here. And I'm using my McCart glue. Let's see here. Oh no. Let me do this. Hold on. Sometimes y'all know how chips can be. And glue. You gotta have a little bit of a rough surface. And these better pop off. And they don't pop off, I would be real mad. But it's okay. Because I know me, I'll pop them off. I'll get them off. If not, foul these suckers down. There we go. I probably should have bundled these before I start playing with all this other stuff. But, you know, we don't always do everything we should do. I put the UNT on these nails so they could pop off easily. And then I put the base coat underneath. So, yeah, I'm hoping they pop off. And sometimes you can just be too eager. And I remember in school, she'd say, hold down and count to 60 seconds and then release the tip. But you know us, we kind of want something that's going to hold real quick and fast, and that's it. What did you, is that Marcy? I missed the comment. Marcy, if that was you, can you put that back in? because I missed that. My nails are not tools. Well, I use mine for everything. It's supposed to be in the lab, but I can't stop watching. Say on your nails. Say on your nails, your bunny. Huh? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to try to stick this one on. Alright. Let's see. I don't know why I brought this lighter. I think I was going to try to bond them with gel, and then I wiped off that Cuticle. So I already knew that was going to be a problem. So I just went ahead and decided to use nail glue instead. Because I've had that problem happen to me before, and I was like, why did I not bond it? And that's because I wiped off Cuticle like a crazy person. Oh, no, that wasn't you. Okay, when I need to be in the lab too, but I'm unmotivated. Oh, no. I think because we've been just doing so much, everybody losing lack of motivation. And then this weather ain't making you no more motivated. Because we want to get, you know, we trying to get to the spring. And it's not letting us be great. We want to be cold out here. I don't understand it. Alright. So now we have tips on. And you'll do all of your filing and all of that good stuff. Cut down. I'm just going to cut off the, I'm just going to cut off the little number. Okay. Oh, I knew this thing wasn't secure. Because when you have that pop-off on, it don't want to stay. Let's see. Oh, no, nails, please rest. Please do not spam in the chat. You will be blocked. Yes, Biscuit, make sure. Lena, Biscuit, Erica, make sure. Marcy, Jonna, Cindy. They spamming, time them out. They don't learn from the timeout. Block, remove, delete. Alright, so we're going to let that dry for a minute. Because we ain't got time for that. There's no time for the no time. No time for the no time. Okay. Get a little bit more alcohol in here. That white polygel made my alcohol look cloudy. Okay. Alright, guys. So now that you have your tips on. So say you was doing tips, polygel tip application. Of course, you're going to do all of the prep that you would do with any other application. You're going to make sure that you push back the cuticles and do all of that good stuff, right? Yeah, I'm done trying. You know, guys, I'm the nicest content creator you're gonna find in here in my circle, right? I try to give everybody freedoms to just be who they are and be themselves. But if you're gonna come in, spam my comments, you're not really learning nothing. You come in here to be rude, nasty. You don't like what I'm doing. Please stop coming. You don't like what I'm doing, don't come. I'm good. We good. We're going to keep pushing on. And I'm going to still keep putting out this content. I take the good with the bad, but I got all of these beautiful ladies that's helping me, and they're going to block you. Okay? They're going to block you. Delete, remove, and move on. Find you somebody else to spam. Find you somebody else to mistreat. Find you somebody else to do that too, because this ain't the girl. Okay? Okay. Alright, so you're going to do all of that good stuff. And then you're going to, and with polygel, you definitely need to make sure that you, what am I trying to say? buff the surface of this nail here, because the polygel, and you're going to also, with tips and polygel. Okay, so let me slow down a little bit. Let me get my mind back on this live. Let my girls do what they do. Okay. You're going to do, if you was wearing tips and polygel on your nails, this is what the application you're trying to do. You want to make sure that you do all of your cuticle work, right? You want to do your prep, you want to dehydrate, you want to do the things that you do for any other enhancement. Okay, then once you apply the tips onto the nails, you want to make sure that you do this. You want to etch up the nail. So however long you wearing your nails, you want to make sure that nail is etched some kind of way. Okay, so you want to make sure that nail is etched and cleaned up, because that polygel needs something to bond, or the gel needs something to bond to. And we all know how shiny these tips are, that waxy surface it has on. So with that waxy surface of that nail, it's not going to stick. That gel is not going to stick to the enhancement. Okay, so after you do that, you want to clean off the surface of this nail, get rid, and I'm not worrying about any of that because it's pop off, but you want to clean off all of the surface of the nail with a dehydrator or whatever, and then you're going to go over it with your base coat. So now you need the base coat. So if you're using a system, like say you're using Macart, you're going to use the Macart base coat, then you're going to do your polygel, and then you're going to, go from there. But you definitely got to have a base, because gel sticks to gel, right? Okay, so now we're going to go in after you got your base coat on. So you got the base coat on. And also the base coat serves as a way to remove that line of demarcation. Okay? So let me go ahead and do that, because I do have let me do something right quick. I'm sitting here doing this thing. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more UNT to the top of this. The base coat actually serves as a line of covering that line of demarcation on the natural nail plate, or on the nail plate where the natural nail and the tip connects at the free edge. So you definitely want to make sure you do that, because then it kind of hides where those two things meet. Okay, let me do this right quick before I put the application on here. Trying to do two different mediums, and they don't work they work the same but don't work the same. It's kind of hard. I should have let that dry a little bit more before I did that. As you can see how it's making that gummy. Let me clean this off. Whenever you have stuff like what I just did, and I'm using something I want to preserve or I want to use again, I'm just cleaning off the brush, and I'm taking it and dipping it in alcohol and cleaning the brush off to pull that glue out of there, because whatever is in that UNT will get into this bottle here, which none of these I use on a regular basis. I kind of use them just for demonstration purposes. But, yeah. They, yeah, if you wear nails, you need to wear, you'll learn real quick to wear gloves to do housework and all that stuff, unless you know. Welcome back, RX. Okay, so now we have the tips and we have everything done, right? So say we where we need to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply our polygel. So this is for those who wanted to see polygel and tip application done. Okay. So now I'm going to do this in 2 beads. Now some people do their polygel in 1 bead and that's fine. If you that person, go ahead. I'm going to do it in 2 beads. So I'm going to take this first bead. I'm going to start where my free edge and my natural nail meet. Right? Free edge and the tip meets is what I mean to say. Okay, let me turn this over because it's kind of got dirt in it. Okay, so now I'm going to dip the brush, get any air bubbles out of that brush. Okay, and now I'm going to start maneuvering this polygel. Same way you would acrylic, but difference between acrylic and polygel is acrylic will start to dry, so you need to work a little faster. And I mean, it's going to start to harden while you're working with it. And with polygel, it's not going to harden until you put it in the light. So you have plenty of time to work with it, okay? But you want to keep the shape. You want to pull the polygel down. You don't want to make the tip too thick. So you just want to pull this polygel down. But you want majority of the polygel to stay in the center of the nail. And this bead was large enough to actually do the whole nail. So hey, it's a 1 bead method and I wasn't even intending for it to be that way. And a lot of time when I don't intend things to be a certain way, it always end up being the way I don't intend for it to be. But it's okay. Because if you know how to work your product, you'll be fine. Okay? So you just want to keep pushing that product down. When it starts to get dry or tacky or sticky and start sticking to your brush, stick that brush back in the alcohol and, you know, press it down on that paper towel and it'll take that sticky out of that polygel. Because I know a lot of people won't work with polygel because they don't like that sticky tackiness that go on and they feel like it keep getting stuck in their brush and all of that good stuff. See, I got polygel all up under that tip. And I'm glad I was able to see it before I even cured it. Because I was able to flip that polygel back around and put it on the nail. And I'm one of the people I like to preserve as much as I can until I can't. And if that you understand what I mean, you understand what I mean. But if I can use everything on the nail to create the nail until I need to take off whatever, then that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I'm just going to drag the rest of it down. And I'm just going to pull it out. Just like so. Now, I'm looking at the nails from every angle. And I know that this nail, I can work some. I got a lot of polygel on this nail from just that 1 bead. So I'm just moving that polygel around. That's the good thing about using polygel opposed to acrylic. Because you can't move acrylic around like this because by this time your acrylic done started to dry on you, right? So with polygel, it's not going to do anything until you cure it. So you can mess with it as long as you want until you get it in the right position and get it looking the way you want it to look, but making sure to keep your side walls, your free edge, and any of the polygel off the skin, as you see I'm doing, and pulling it away from any areas of the skin. But yeah, that's what I like about polygel. You can play with it. I love, as you guys can see when you see my watch me work with polygel, I love doing the fills on polygel. Is so simple and so easy, and it just, yeah, I just love it. It's satisfying. Alright, so now I have the nail the way I want to, the structure of the nail, and I don't really have to do anything else with this nail but file it, buff it, shape it, because that's a nice apex for me. nice free edge for me. I can file it down a little bit and make that free edge a little bit more thinner if I want, but I like the structure of this nail. Okay. Here, took a nap and a meet and love your work. Jenny, going to be doing more polygel, builder gel work myself. I miss it. Oh, thank you, sis. And you need to go get your rest. Go get some sleep, ma'am. Go get some sleep. I appreciate you always being here supporting me, all of you ladies. But, Josie, you need some rest. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this hand in the light. I like the way it looks. Now, once you like the way it looks, go ahead and stick it in the light and cure it and do all of that good stuff. It should cure underneath. You can go, depends on your light and how well your light cure. You can stick it in for 60 seconds or you can stick it in for 2 minutes. It's really up to the light that you use, how much wattage is in the light that you use, and if it's penetrating and curing that polygel all the way through, okay? So that's how you determine what you need to do when it comes to polygel, okay? Was that, for those of you that were asking about tips in polygel, did that look okay for you guys, or you need something more or more extended video? You can start, Cindy, at the cuticle. It depends on the bead you use. Like you saw, that bead was pretty big, and I could have started that bead at the cuticle, and it would have it actually, I started in the center and I was dragging the nail down to the cuticle area and just kind of fixing it that way. But you can see, that's hard. You can do it how you want. So let's try it with, because I know my beads are always a little bit large. So let's go ahead and try that with the pinky and see, so I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm just going to take this bead here and I'm going to start it at the cuticle area and I'm just going to pull it down. And that's all I'm going to need. I'm not going to need any more polygel. That's going to be enough. Okay. So now I'm just going to start working the polygel. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to start pushing it at the tip, but I'm not going to put it right at the cuticle just yet. Because sometimes if you have too much of that dollop like I got, it can get on the skin. And you don't want to get it on the skin. So you're just going to nicely and gently work it to the cuticle area. If that makes sense, I guess. I don't know. Am I saying that right? I don't know. I don't think my brain getting restless. Usually I don't do a full hand on live, but I am today because I'm actually putting 2 things in one video. Okay. So as you can see, I'm going to start working it and I am pressing at the cuticle area, not to make sure you don't never get any product on the skin. Keep it away from the skin as much as possible. Now, this is a lot of polygel, so I already know some of this polygel is going to come off, right? So you kind of want to gauge your polygel a little bit. You want to gauge it. You want to make sure that, you know, and it takes a while. It takes, even for me, who've been working in polygel for years, I still don't always get it right. But I take whatever I don't use on one finger and apply it to the next finger. But see, I don't have another finger to apply. Well, I can put it over here. We'll see. Okay, I'm just working that. And I like the acrylic brush because the hairs are longer and it kind of guides the polygel way quicker, because this is a number 12 here. And it's just a, I think this was, I don't know where this polygel brush came from, to be honest. I thought it was my Mia Secret one, but it's not, because my Mia Secret actually have Mia Secret on the brush. So I don't know. But anyway, it's a polygel brush. I mean, it's a acrylic brush nonetheless. Okay. So I am going to press it down here. I like it I like what it looks like at the apex area, but I don't want it so thick at the free edge. So I'm pushing down. I'm using the body of the brush to push it down to get some of that polygel off that area. And I'm using the ferrule of the brush to take it off. Okay. And that's the only thing I always, if I start with my pinky gonna be the worst nail. If I start with whatever finger I start with, always gonna be the worst, because it feels like I'm always like trying to make my brain focus on the application that I'm doing, because I do so many different applications, if that makes sense. Like, I do so many different mediums that I'm not versed in just one medium. So a lot of times my brain have to, it's like riding a bike. It have to say, okay, yeah, this is what you're doing. This is how you do this, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Alright, so what do you want to do with polygel is you just want to keep messing with it till you get it to the consistency that you like. Get the apex that you like. Get it clean in the cuticle like you like. And remember, you can always fix and take anything down in shaping and filing. But you want to make sure you don't have any polygel underneath the nail, because that's going to make you have to do more work. And yeah. So I like the way this nail look. I'm going to put it in the light. And I'm going to show you guys the finish of all of these nails. Gel is created polygel. All others is supposed to be called hybrid gels. But people just call everything polygel. Oh, wow. And I like Gelish. You've turned me on to them. And I like their brand. They have good products. And I bought the dehydrator and the bonder when I first started, and I was like, I don't know this, when you don't know nothing, you don't know what it's actually for. So on this journey, I figured out what it's for, and I like their product. Guys, have you learned anything on this live today? And I think there is somebody who called their gels hybrid. Who is that? Who brand is that have it in the title? I think it's, oh man, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's iGel. They call it hybrid gels. Okay. Yes, Erica. Oh, Young Nails. Okay, Young Nails. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, guys, I was asking, did we learn anything in the live today? Are you more comfortable trying out these different mediums that you wanted to learn, that you've been hesitant about and wanting to try out? Do you feel like you will give them another shot? Learn from watching Eugenie. Oh, thank you, Lena. Thank you, Biscuit. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. All right. So, all of the nails came out, got good structure. All you need now to do is do your filing and shaping. And yeah, you have a gorgeous, gorgeous nail. So I like this nail. I think I might do this on a set with polygel with form, so I can create this little nail, because I kind of like it. I just got a rubber base gel from Gelish. I like it. Yeah, Gelish is a good brand. Nails call it Acrogel. Yeah, I've seen Acrogel. Your nail journey started with polygel. Yeah, my nail journey started with polygel too. I found that the medium was a little easy, but in the beginning, I couldn't stand polygel, to be honest. I hated the stickiness, the tackiness. I hated all of that stuff. And it was just, because I have OCD. So a person like me, when I start to see things start to clutter or get sticky, or my hands feel like it's getting sticky, I want to get away from it. And it's like, I gotta go. Hey Jesse, see you okay? This live will be saved just like all the other lives. So you can always go back and watch whenever you feel like it. Okay? No, it's a good viscosity. Easy, yes, it's a great viscosity. Easy to control. You're right. You don't have to work so fast and hard at it. You know, you get everything you need with this. I think I might do some polygel nails on this hand. I like these shapes. They're looking really, really good. Really, really, really good. I like. Alright, guys. Well, I hope y'all learned something on these lives today. I hope you learned a little bit about nail forms and polygel and how you can manipulate the form if you have a high hyponichium. Hi, Christina. How are you? Tips, applying tips, same application as doing acrylic or any other medium. You just you can maneuver the polygel much easier with a tip, and you don't have to be so in hurry like you would have to be with acrylic. So yeah, when Akira was young, she would wash her hands between each bite of barbecue chicken. I know that's right. I can't stand sticky stuff. But yeah, so polygel was like a sticky medium that I did not like for a long time. And then, you know, you get in those eras where you like I was using acrylic, and the monomer of the acrylic would make my head hurt so bad if I use it too much. Like if I'm doing it too often, using it too much, my head start hurting. So I was like, oh. And then dip was like, it has this grainy consistency, and after you dip so many times, you just start to feel that grainy. So it's always something in every medium that was causing me to be like, oh, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out what is, and at first, like joining YouTube, you always like, what is the niche I need to do? What is it that people want to see? You know, and I could never get to a place where one niche would be what I do. I'm a person, I'm like, I guess I could say I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to the different mediums that you can do. So I was like, I'm not going to settle myself in one medium. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, and hopefully somebody learn from it. And I'm still learning. So I'm still learning on this journey with you guys. And that's why I like these how-to lives. So, being said that, our next how-to live is going to be related into nail arts. So start thinking about, guys, what nail arts you might want to see. I'm going to leave a poll up. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take away what we've already done. I'm going to add in what we have not yet done or what we might want to learn to do together. And these how-to lives, guys, go to your nail space, turn me on, grab your nail products, and let's do it together so you can feel more comfortable by the time we leave this live. Okay? All right. Go to work. Go enjoy. Go have a good day. Know that I love you guys very much. I appreciate it. Thank you to all my mods that helped me on this journey. Because, yeah, the more you grow, the more you're going to have people coming in and trying to distract you from your craft. And I just thank you ladies for always being there to get it out. That's why y'all don't see the blue silicone mats anymore. Too much grit left on them. Yes. Encapsulated glitter. Okay. I need a how-to with that. Okay. Encapsulated glitter. Where's my book? We'll write that down. Okay, so we'll get that wrote down. So we'll put that in as well. So yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Oh, I actually do have a video coming up later on tonight. I gotta get that up. It's PR video. So guys, if you have an opportunity to check that out for me whenever you can. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. I love you and appreciate you very much. Alright guys, until the next time, go have a great day on purpose. Go be great. Do something great. Create some great nails. Yeah. Do what you do. Alright. Yes, Jesse. And people do that a lot. I'm starting to understand that, you know, my mother used to say, you must be doing something good when people try to come at you all the time with something negative. So I must be doing something good because, you know, I get a little bit more negativity now. But I'm going to keep doing what I do because you guys appreciate it. And I'm not here for the haters. I'm here for you guys. So, love you all. Thank y'all for being here. And, yeah, I'll see you all in my next video.